Hello guys, here we are. So I'm pretty excited about this. It's my first official video giving out thorough advice. So as I said in a couple of videos ago, I talked about the two things that have really changed the game in my business and in the way we do our things with our synthetic turf installs. So predominantly most of these videos will be based around the synthetic turf is big. And that's because we specialise in that, and that's something that we really pride ourselves on doing an amazing job on. So the first thing, number one, the first thing that has changed the game in my business, and I'm just going to grab it right now. This is it here, gloves. I wear gloves every single day for every job that I do. It's changed everything, so it's making my hands feel better. I'm not becoming as tight. My hands aren't in pain when you're not wearing gloves. So they're a beautiful glove. So what you need to do is get yourself a nice fitting glove. I know in the past if I wore gloves and they don't fit very well, it's not very nice and you get rid of them pretty quickly. But if you get a glove that fits quite tight, like that, as you can see, it's quite tight, and I can hold a standing knife and still be really, really accurate with my cuts. So that's it there. So shout out to Saint Gloves. So these guys, I met them on Instagram, and they sent me some samples. I tried them out. They picked the correct size for my hand, and then I went ahead after trying them and ordered 60 pairs of gloves. I think, or maybe 70. So they're quite cheap. I think they cost me $1 or $2 per per set. But these are an absolute game changer. I would, if you're doubting it, just try it. Try it for a week. Force yourself to wear it. You've got to change the way you do things a little bit, but once you get used to them, there's just so many benefits to having them on. And the main thing is, I guess, you're less likely to cut your hands. So I've had times where I've miscut with my standing knife, and it's just obviously taken a chunk out of the glove and not my hand. So there's one really big positive. Certainly when you are handling the backing of turf, that can really cut into your palms and into your fingertips. I'm not having any trouble with that at all. But just generally, dirt, you don't have dirty hands at the end of the day or whatever. So quite often I can just whip my gloves off and then just start hurling food in at smoker or at lunch, and I find that to be a really big positive as well. So it's saving me time, and for the investment that it costs. So one pair of gloves will normally last me 3 or 4 days. I can normally get through a week. But generally, the fingertips are obviously the really high wearing points, and sometimes the knuckles when you're, cutting turf against a brick wall or something. So that's the two main wearing points. But yeah, I get good time out of them, and for a couple of dollars a day or a week, I'm happy to invest that into my body, because the body is what allows me to keep going hard and pushing. And there'll be plenty more videos coming up about different things that I use to keep my body at a high level, because I push pretty hard, and we have to in this game that we're in, this synthetic turf industry, because it really does take a toll on your body, and if you're not at 110% each day, you're not going to be as effective, and you're not going to get as much work done. And especially when the weather's good, you want to be pushing out that work, getting plenty done in those as they say, make hay while the sun shines, which is when it's warm and you're going crazy. The number two thing for me, I bought this next tool this time last year, so I got it delivered just before Christmas. So it was a bit of a Christmas present for me. So here it is. I'll go and grab it. It is a Smudge. It is a Smudge, but have a look at the Smudge. It's such a beautifully well-made Smudge. It is dead square. It is an absolute pleasure to use. It will get your bases looking incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't put it any clearer. I can't make it any clearer, but essentially it's about a 700mm wide smudge, and I've used a lot of smudges in my 15 years in the landscaping industry, and this is by far the absolute best. So I bought this smudge from David Golf. Have a look on here. I'll just twist it around so you can see it. So that's it there. David Golf. It is an absolute ripper. So yeah, I've had a full year using these, and my bases have improved tenfold. There's no need to do any screeding. It's all done with our smudge. So we would normally go through and bulk out the job with a rake, a flat rake, and then go ahead, maybe do some troweling of the edges to get our height right, and then we're using this beautiful piece of equipment here to to finish off our base. So that's game changer number 2. There's plenty more that I will give to you. What else can I tell you about this? It's just an absolute beauty. It just gets your bases so good. If you have a look at the base of that, it's just so flat. It's light. It's easy to use. The important thing is with any tool, but especially this one, you want to keep it nice and clean. So as you can see, it's perfectly clean. So after each job, we are washing this. We're washing it quite thoroughly so that there's no dirt and grime landing on top of it and then getting in the joints. It's what you don't want. And you want a nice flat surface on the bottom, which is where the base will be spread from. So that's a really important one. I don't use it for any soil activities. It's purely used for crusher dust. No gravel, so any gravel, I'll either use a different smudge or I'll use just a rake and water it down from there. But yeah, this tool is designed, and what I'm using it for is just the crusher dust, so just that final trim, that final 20 to 25 millimetre of crusher dust to get our base is absolutely perfect. So you've probably been told this plenty of times before, but if you get your base right, everything else will work out really, really well for you. So I would invest the money. I think this is only $70 or maybe $80 delivered here to Launceston, Tasmania. So hit them up, David Golf. If you do want the link to their product, please send me a message and I will send you that link. Okay. Same with the gloves. If you want the contact details for St. Gloves, I will send it to you. So please do just send me a message. Send me an email, jade@taturf.com.au. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a bit of fun, and there is plenty more of these to come. I've got loads of information to give out, so please do like and subscribe. Give me your comments. Tell me what you're using to level up your area, and let's connect and let's really drive this industry further upwards. And let's connect and just make that happen. So thanks very much for listening, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed my couple of game-changing products that I'm using. There's plenty more to come. I've got lots of little hacks and tricks that will make your business better by listening and following me. So, like I said, like and subscribe, and I hope everybody has a ripping day. See ya!